But I don't like football. Don't get me wrong.
Authentic. That is not authentic.
Yes, it is, because I'm going with my husband to support him in his venture.
Hey Siri, remind me to tell Layla about this crazy thing that happened yesterday.
Voice memo, Hannah. You will not believe who I saw last night.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you the epiphany I just had.
Girl, I know we just talked, but I forgot the best part of the story.
Layla, I cannot wait to tell you.
Hannah, I literally can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
Hannah.
Layla.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I told you already, but woke up bleeding. So
Love that.
beautiful way to start the week.
It really is such a relief when it happens. You're like, ah.
And here's the thing. I guess that's a good segue into my getting off birth control sort of ongoing conversation.
Yes.
Is I feel like I'm definitely leveling out because, I mean, I wasn't like really crazy. Like, I mean, I was PMSing a little bit. I mean, enough to, I guess, call out. But but I'll call out for anything. But yeah, I didn't get like super low. And then I've been tracking my period through the Flow app, and I've been starting like exactly on the day that they tell me that I'm going to start.
Love that.
So I think I'm really evening out. But I went to bed last night. I was so hungry. I woke up in the middle of the night, starving, ate some chicken salad, and went right on back to sleep. And I woke up and my mouth was like, why does my mouth taste weird? I was like, oh my God, I fucking ate chicken salad in the middle of the night.
Your chicken salad did sound really good.
I've been on a chicken salad kick.
Hannah puts dill in her chicken salad, everybody.
Yeah,
and
so
I like that.
Yeah, I get a rotisserie chicken. I've been kind of using I'm trying to use like all of the bird. So I'll get a rotisserie. I'll get a rotisserie chicken from Agora. I'll strip it of its meat. I'll chop it up. I do mayo, mustard, like a Dijon mustard, some lemon, dill, red onion, celery, and some grapes for a little. And it's so yummy. I've been eating it like it's my fixation meal. But then I'll take the whole carcass of the rotisserie chicken, boil it with like in my Dutch oven with water, onion, carrots, and garlic, and like simmer it through the whole day, and then make my own bone broth, and then make a soup. And then I made a chicken tortilla soup, or white chicken chili, I should say, out of the bone broth that I made, and then got another rotisserie chicken and started the whole process again.
This is womanhood.
I feel like I've been reinvigorated in the kitchen recently, and I've been really into cooking. I've been watching a lot of Top Chef, so I told you I might try to make lamb chops this week. I've never made lamb chops before.
I'm so excited to see this venture.
I know, it should be fun.
I felt the same way from watching Great British Bake Off, where I've been trying to bake more, and I famously did make pumpkin muffins that everyone you said tasted like cleaning solution.
It tasted like cleaning solution. It was almost as though an essential oil bottle sort of was like dumped into the muffin. And look, I'll finish just about everything, and I couldn't get through more than 2 bites.
And that says a lot.
And it does. It says a lot. I really wanted to like it.
Even I couldn't finish them. And yeah, they looked good. They looked like good pumpkin muffins, but something was very wrong.
Yeah. It's okay.
Baking gluten-free is just
it's really
such
hard.
a toss-up.
I told you, we got all those great recipes from Ariel. I was like, you need to use one of those.
Yeah.
I feel like a tried and true recipe. With baking, you can't really be like cooking and throwing in.
Yeah, you can't use your instincts.
Yeah. But how was your day? How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm feeling very tired. I went to the Michigan game with Joey and his friends.
And I have something to say about that.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since Joey's been making you go to Michigan games and watching the Bears, you've been super fake and acting like you like football.
Oh my God. Super fake.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I like the football.
Well, you're acting like you are.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah. You keep saying go blue to people. I've never heard her say go blue.
I think it's a way to connect.
Well,
you literally have one orange and blue.
You can't talk yet, Arlieta. Okay.
Oh yeah. You can't talk yet. Our guest can't talk
yet.
Okay.
So please.
Am I wearing go blue?
And then... And then I was waiting to go on stage last night, and I just happened to overhear you talk to Bill, and you were like, the Bears in Michigan game kind of went similarly. I was like, Why is Layla trying to start conversation talking about football?
Here's the thing. I don't think I think all of that was authentic connection, but I don't like football. Don't get me wrong.
Authentic. That is not authentic.
Yes, it is, because I'm going with my husband to support him in his ventures.
But then you're taking it up with people. You're talking to them like you are interested in it.
Well, I unfortunately had to put time in to watch those fucking things. So now that I have that knowledge, I'm going to use it to connect.
See, you got so defensive over something that I was really just joking about.
Well, now I'm not joking. I guess football is
I thought you were kind of going to be like, ha ha, hee hee, but you got like really like upset about
football's my
it.
full life now.
I didn't realize you were going to be so defensive about it. So I was kind of just like joking around.
I guess I'm really scared. I don't want to be football.
I'm gonna recorrect myself. I'm like, I really like this new hobby for you, and I'm glad it's bringing you connection. Jesus Christ.
Wait, I need to say something. I don't like football.
Okay, well, Layla, you're telling two different stories.
Oh my God. Okay, first off, I had to go watch the whole Michigan game, and it was tough. Watching men get angry over a game is crazy to me. Mm-hmm. And also, like, when men bang on their chest, I really don't get it.
They were banging on their chest?
Men bang on, like, when the actual football players, like, score their goal, they, like, bang on their chest and, like, hit their helmets and stuff. And I'm like, I never have that urge.
I will say, when I played tennis, I was very vocal. Like, whenever I was an athlete, if I won a point, I would be like, come on. Or sometimes I would like hit my leg to be excited. And that was the only time when I viscerally felt like I needed to say things. But I was vocal when I was playing.
I guess it's like testosterone when it makes like the banging of the chest.
Yeah.
Is really,
I don't think I've ever banged my chest.
It's so caveman like it's so
instinctual.
Yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Evolution, big time. Back to the male basics. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I got defensive. I guess I feel really called out. I'm maybe a football wife now. I still have an identity, but man, yeah. When you say go blue, you can really. What's the word I'm looking for when you can like? It's like code switching.
Well, right. That's the thing.
You can like put men at ease by saying go blue.
Why are you looking to put men at ease?
I'm not. I'm trying to put myself at ease. It's kind of a signal of like, look, don't kill me. We can have a normal conversation, angry old man. How else do you connect? Anyway, so should we introduce our fucking guest?
Oh, Layla's pissed. Layla's pissed.
I'm actually kind of sweaty now.
I was just saying that kind of in a playful way, but clearly maybe you need to look into that shadow side that just came out a little bit around it.
I feel really called out.
Crazy. Cuckoo bananas.
I'm having a good time.
Having a good time right now?
Yes.
Okay. We're starting off on a really great note.
This is like when we were on shrooms and we were fake fighting, and then it like sort of became real fighting and then fake. And then we were like, wait, is it joking? Are we having and then everyone was like watching us.
I wouldn't have said anything if I knew you were going to react like this.
Oh, man. Well,
as being ha ha hee hee.
I'm hee hee ha ha.
Oh, it sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm hee hee ha ha. I am, Shelby, I am.
Okay, I think it's the perfect time to kind of have a third party come in here, diffuse a little bit. And I couldn't think of someone better to come in, diffuse the situation, or potentially throw gas on the fire. This person is amazing. Absolutely love them. We've been wanting them on the pod for a long time. They make me absolutely laugh. The
best person to have in the room. The best energy.
Yes. So let's just bring them on in. Arlieta Hall. Hey.
Hi. My lays for days on these hoes.
Sorry about all that before.
It's okay. What's going on, Hannah?
Oh my gosh. Not too much. Do you want to weigh in on what just happened?
Yeah, I really kind of want to weigh in on the way you just
tell me what you really think,
and then lit it on Leia. As a football fanatic myself, I am not a football fanatic at all. I just really appreciate when I learn little fun facts like you, and then I can connect. It's a nice little device. But
the thing is, I've heard Layla talk so much shit about football. It's kind of like all she does is talk shit about football. And then when I see her go up to someone and go blue, I'm like, what the fake fuck? As hell.
It was kind of fake to hear you come in the green room and say that. Hey, Bill. So the games went similar. It sounds like you don't know shit.
And then Layla's texting me and is like, I fucking can't believe I'm married to Joey who's watching the Bears all day. I guess this is what being a wife is watching the Bears. I have to go watch my stuff in the bedroom now. And then she's like, that Bears game.
Oh my God. I feel deeply incriminated. I did not say, I can't believe I'm married to Joey.
She didn't say that. I paraphrased that wrong. She's like, I paraphrased that wrong. That's my storytelling.
It's just always so interesting to watch male behavior. But like the game of football, the actual game of football, I do struggle with, because if you have ADHD, it stops every 10 seconds. Like it's never continuous. And that bothers me.
It is. Like, I dated someone for a very short period of time, and I had to kind of pretend that I liked football. And when I say pretend, I just kind of told him the truth. Like, hey, I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Right.
So he was like, okay, I'll explain it to you while we're out. So we were like out on a date, and he was like, that person running is the running back. I'm like, okay, and now what? And so I just kind of was like, and then he was like, we'll watch some more when we get home. We'll watch more. Like,
I know.
How much?
I'm not feeling so well.
Arlieta, that is absolutely the part I don't like about it, is that I'll feel like I put in the time to watch something because Joey really wants to watch it, but then there's like 10 more games.
Yeah.
That's the culture.
It's never ending.
It's never ending. But I get the banging on your chest.
You do get it?
You just want a reason to get riled up about something.
When I do stand up, I do kind of do that. I try not to do it in front of any of the comedians because they're going to roast me, but that is how I feel. I get in the car like, yeah!
I guess I want a reason to get that worked up to hit my chest.
It's so lame.
I hope it happens.
I like to slap the leg. Maybe I could do that like,
it was like if I got a shot and then or an ace or something, it would be like, let's go. And I'd hit the leg and that felt really,
the celebratory, really like, I get that.
I feel like you were being fake though. I feel like you saw someone else on the team do that and you were like, I'm going to do this.
No, actually, I was being really real because I was actually the leader. So people probably looked at me and they were doing
like,
it.
I'm doing that.
And you know, I think probably the hitting ourselves, something that we've discovered is that we're both Mars and Aries, which it makes us have a kinship of sorts.
It does. Mm-hmm. I remember
we're both messy.
And we could get angry. And it's not really pretty.
It's not.
It's kind of, it is a little funny though.
We know how to, we'll do anything for the punchline.
Yes. And I'm like, even when I'm upset.
Even ethically, if it's not ethically correct at the moment.
I'm still going to do it. And I could be so mad and I'll be like, people are looking, I'm like, well, I have a joke, bitch.
You gotta toe that line.
And then I just walk back.
It's exciting.
It's exciting. And I'm like, I still was funny though, you know?
Right. It was. And here's the last thing I'll say about football. Is I do enjoy the culture of football. Any excuse to drink a Bloody Mary at 9 a.m. and hang out with a group of people. I loved to tailgate in college, but I never went to the game. It would be like when people went to the game, I think I went to like 2 games, even though we got passes or whatever. As soon as people went to the game, then I went to the bar. It's just an excuse to eat buffalo chicken dip and drink a Bloody Mary at like 9 a.m. and be day drunk.
Yes.
And so I like that culture around it, and kind of like drinking outside, and it also like kind of feeds into my Midwestern roots. Like someone's got like a bed of a truck that we're grilling off of, that taps into something that is satisfying to me.
Yes, same. I will agree. I was the entire 5 years that it took me to graduate college, I went to all the tailgating for homecoming. I went to
Where'd you go to college again?
Northern Illinois University.
I heard of it.
Huskies.
Huskies.
That was so lame. But like, I really got into the culture around like the tailgating. Like I would put like the husky paws on my cheeks, really go out there, really dressed up, get really drunk. As soon as they walk into the game, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go take a nap. I'm fucked up.
Truly. I had never felt so tired after going to that game and then having like a sip of a tequila ginger. I was like, I'm dead.
Yes.
Also like, the times that, or the people that I know who did go to the games, or I feel like it's very football culture to not stay till the end of the game. Like a lot of people don't stay till the end of the game. It'll be like 3/4 because it's so long.
It is. It's so long. And I mean, for this particular game that we went to, they won in the last second, so that everyone was there because they were like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
So that was, but it's so freaking long. And also the rules are so subjective in football. Like it doesn't quite make sense. In seeing other sports and how they work, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But with football, it's like, wait, what? Like there's like the timer can run out, but if the play had already started, it can keep going. And I'm like, that's crazy.
I didn't know any of that.
I just learned it.
It reminds me of when you go to a comedy show that's not funny and you're like, when the fuck is this going to be over?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, there's 6 more people on the lineup.
And then you're like, I have to stay to the end and be nice to whichever one of my friends is in this and say, you guys like you're having a lot of fun out there.
That's how I feel about the show that I'm in. I'm like, do I really need to stay till the end of this?
Seriously. Like, I keep going.
Haven't you guys seen enough?
Right.
This was,
call it.
It was really crazy though, because at the Michigan game, my friend, so a friend of mine was there and she was like, I have wristbands to the 1914 Club, which is like this VIP club at Wrigley Field. That was the whole reason that I went anyway, was because like the game was at Wrigley Field, which is kind of crazy. So then I went and met her, got the wristband, and then went into the 1914 Club, and they had all you could eat and all you could drink, open bar. And so I was like eating a Polish sausage and having a cup of coffee, and then I got like 3 cocktails, all for free. And then I brought them back up to our seats, which were like on the 3rd floor. And it took me like 15 minutes to carry everything up. And I came to Joey and his friends. I was like, look, guys, I got you cocktails. And they were like, oh my God, this is awesome. And as I was like going into the row, these like older men, probably in like their late 40s, were like, where'd you get all that good stuff? That looks like good stuff. And I was like, yeah. And then I gave it to Joey and his friends, sat down, and then immediately the security guard came down to our row and was like, you, and pointed at me and was like, come with me. And I was like, oh shit.
That would have been funny if they put you in jail.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Football jail. And so then I get back up, and then those fucking men at the end of the row were like, ooh, busted.
And then you said, go blue.
I wish. Instead, I really wanted to be like, you have toxic masculinity and your wife is probably unhappy. But I didn't say that. I just was like, leave me alone. And then I went and talked to the security guard, and then Joey came up and the security guard was like, sir, back up. And then he was like, I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. And he was like, sir, let me just talk to the lady alone. And then Joey like walked away, and then he was like, was that your husband? And I was like, yeah, sorry. And he was like, it's just a lot of people talking to me at once. Okay. So where'd you get those drinks? And I was like, my friend had a wristband and gave it to me, and she said it was okay. And he was like, well, you really can't be getting free drinks and then giving them out to people, like, unless they have a wristband, and we don't know if they're 21. Like, that's really not okay. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Do you want the drinks back? And he was like, it's actually fine. Just use more discretion next time if you're going to sneak them out. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he let me go back.
It's giving bleep that out.
And it really is. It's giving like son in trouble, but not. Go sit the fuck down.
Right.
And literally. And so then I went to sit back down, and those guys in the row were like, we thought you were getting kicked out. What are you doing back here? And I was like, I wasn't. But I just hate that those men like felt that they had the privilege to even comment on me, like that they had the confidence. Like, just shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Why? I hate that you grew up in a world where you think you can comment on every single thing. Yeah. And like, I don't know, it just made me so mad. And so those kind of people at football games make me want to kill.
But they're everywhere. It's not even just the comments. You went and told on me.
Yeah,
they tattled.
Did they tell on you?
I don't know. I don't think they told on me, but they were like making a big deal.
I'm telling you, the security guard came down, want to know where did you get the drinks from. Somebody told on you.
I mean, the security guard came pretty immediately as soon as I sat down.
They made a big fuss.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Why is it given the class?
It was the craziest thing that's ever happened in a matter of 30 seconds. Like immediately caught, but then he let us have it. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should dive into our 3 C's.
Let's do
Enough
it.
of this football. No more talking about football, ladies. I know we could gab about it forever.
Come on, I want to keep talking about football.
Go blue.
Football, go blue.
Blue.
Okay, so what are you consuming right now, Arlieta?
So I have just completed this morning at about 4 a.m. All Her Fault.
Ooh, I don't know about this.
What is
What?
this?
On Netflix? Oh my goodness. So it's a show about a woman that basically drops her son off. I'm not going to give any like spoilers,
Yeah.
but just the premise. She drops her son off at school, and the son is supposed to go on a play date with another schoolmate. But when she gets to the house to pick the son up from, the son is not there. Someone sent her that text message. It was never the other play date's mom, and she doesn't know where her kid is. So the entire 8 episodes is like this up and down roller coaster of what's going on. So it's her and her husband, and it's basically a family of 5. Her husband, his sister, brother, and then one of the coworkers from her firm. They have money. It is very interesting. It's gonna, cause you're wondering who did it.
Yeah.
Who did it? You know what I mean? And I'm like, who in this family got something to do with it?
Yeah.
So, I'm like, it's always a person that you least believe. So, it was just so many toss and turns. So you immediately want to go to the husband. You immediately want to go to it, but no, it's gonna take you. And I can't wait for y'all to see it.
Ooh.
Wow.
So interesting.
Were you satisfied with the ending?
Did
I was
you
so
ever
satisfied.
guess who it was?
Hell no, I felt bad about who I thought it was.
Who do you think it was?
Okay, so the
My immediate intuition said it was somehow the mom.
She pissed me off in the beginning because I'm not gonna lie, the first episode, this is not even a spoiler alert, but it was just like when she realized her son was missing. Have you ever wanted somebody to just stop crying and like start making solutions?
That's my mom. I love my mom to death, but she is horrible in a crisis.
Yeah.
She will just start bawling, and she will like escalate it to the 10th degree.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Like one time I got my finger in a immersion blender when I was trying to make a pie, and I like sliced it, and then my mom's face got like splattered with blood, but my finger was like really, I still have a scar from it. And my mom is freaking screaming, "Ah! It's my finger." She's screaming bloody murder. My sister is laughing, and I'm like, "Stop laughing." I was like, and then I'm like, "Everyone, chill the fuck out. Chill out." And then my mom is just screaming, "Well, now we have to go to the blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Everyone take a breath. Why do I have to be the voice of reason in this moment?" So yes, I do know that.
Yeah, but that's because, we all have something in common. So I'm a Capricorn, and you all both have
Capricorn
rising.
rising.
Right.
Yes.
So we like to get shit done.
Exactly.
What are we doing? We don't have time for that. Let's hop into it. So like the mom was just crying so much, and she didn't solve anything for like 10 minutes. That's too long for us.
Yeah.
That's too long for us. I'm like, call the police, call somebody, step outside, take a deep breath. You know what I mean? I just wanted so many actions to happen.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that they made me wait. You know what I mean?
But you were edging the entire time.
Edging every episode. And so like it's a brother, like, so it's the family, and they have a brother, and he takes care of the husband takes care of his family. And one of his brothers is like paraplegic, but he can like walk, but like in a wheelchair and confined, but very much so like you're rooting for him, but in the same breath, because I watched so much shit like this, I thought it was him. I know it's fucked up. Lock him up. Lock his ass up.
He is like the least suspicious, you would think.
But anytime I'm watching this shit, I'm always...
You're like, he doesn't even need a wheelchair.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this motherfucker walks when y'all like looking. He took the baby for the ransom.
Don't believe
Trying to
them.
get paid for that surgery. It was insane. So I was not fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? In the first episode, I was rocking with him. Then the second episode, I was like, this music they keep playing behind him is pissing me off. But... it was interesting. It took me on a ride. I thought it was a little bit of everybody, so it's why I fucked
Hell
with it.
yeah.
Remind me, did you watch Traders, or have you watched Traders?
No.
Okay, we've got to get you on the Trader. Like when you have some time to watch, when you can like really sit down with something, you got to watch the Traders. And because you'll like the celebrity one. I think you'll know some of the people, but it's so good and it's all mind play and it's reality. It's really funny. And then a new season's coming out and it has a bunch of housewives in it. Cool. So Portia's going to be on it. I'm trying to think because you're watching Atlanta right now.
So that is the other thing that I'm watching. I was
kind of hoping you were going to bring it up.
I am going to bring it up. I am, for the first time in life ever, me and my sister are just now watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I'm on season 3 right now.
Okay, what's going on right now?
So right now, I believe this is either season 3 or 4. Sheree and...
She bye.
Yes. Sheree just had... No. Candy just went on a small mini tour with Kim. She took him on tour for a 4-day tour. And Kim is doing Tardy for the Party. And,
Don't be tardy for
and she's doing her other song. The ring didn't mean a thing. The ring didn't mean a thing. Whoa. And she's like, I don't want to go back in the booth. And then Candy just did her new song. It's the one, I'm so secure in the skin I'm in. I built up a shell.
Like multiple women are doing songs.
Well, Candy is actually has produced many albums.
Singer, writer. She's a part of Escape. She's been in the industry since she was 14.
She's a billionaire.
Yes.
Yeah. And so she decided to take one of the housewives under her wing, Kim Zolciak, who was somehow still relevant.
Yes. I'm learning that. I was like, wow, her kids are grown.
Brand new face. And her daughter, Ariel, or Ariana Berman.
Yes.
She just got on the new show Next Gen. So it's all, and Candy's daughter is also on Next Gen with Ariana. And they, the first episode they were like, are we cool because their moms, well, you haven't gotten to the falling out yet.
No, I mean, I'm still on the episode where they're 10.
Yeah.
They're 2 years old on my screen, and they are so cute.
So cute.
So it is so interesting. One, I like it because the way that they dress on the episode, I was in college, so I used to have those same businesswoman clothes on. I stay with a business vest and some shorts with my costume jewelry stacked with a pump.
Why?
It was that little stacked pump. And then don't get me started on the button-ups that you could tie at the top.
Yeah, the pussy bow.
Yes.
Right?
We were just talking about this, that when we would shop at Express in middle school and high school, it was business chic.
And I think all the way to college, I would buy the bandage skirts from Express, tuck in a short sleeve button up blouse in a bright yellow or something, button it up. Just going out to a frat house, to be in a basement in my business casual, just.
Why? I mean, it's the blazers for me, to the point I do not like blazers anymore. And I had to tell somebody, I was like, I'm not a blazer bitch. I want to, just give me a cardigan. But I did them so much in my 20s for no reason.
Do you remember those necklaces that they were circle? It was a bunch of little circles, and then they were huge. It took up your entire chest.
Yes.
And we needed that.
We needed
so many statement necklaces.
It was the polos for me. Did you all ever double your polos?
Yeah.
Oh my
the Aeropostale look or American Eagle tank top underneath.
You couldn't tell me anything because River Oaks was down the street from my house. So I was I would go get me a pair of Jordans and I would go straight in Aeropostale.
Yes, Aeropostale.
And buy those 2 for $20 shirts because I'm going to have a nice little shirt to match this.
So much layering, so many statement necklaces.
That was
so many pop collars.
Yes. And then I would go across the Victoria's Secret and get that, what was that perfume I was wearing at the time? Love Spell?
Yes, very, very
Love
sweet.
Spell.
Why did I have that on?
We would go through all the underwear that was in the drawers, you know, and we would get the thongs and that was mall culture where you could go to the mall and you could go to all of the different stores and leave for the day. We had this one place, God, what was it called? It was so Rave. I remember me and my friend Rachel went into Rave and it was the first, and we couldn't fathom how cheap the clothes were. We're like, it's so cheap. And we both bought camouflage not culotte, capris, camouflage capris. And then we got a shirt that was mesh and then a tank top to like a camisole to go under it. And we both wore this exact same outfit to school the next day. And we thought we were that girl. And we kind of were.
Yeah,
we kind of were.
There was something about that outfit, like the baggy green pant where it was like, oh.
Me and my best friends did that too. We had rave girl. So we had like these little skirts, the little gray cotton skirts with the little shirt, the little bubble shirts that were in then. We wore them to school. We were like, we're doing it. We look like Destiny's Child.
Yes, and we would go and we would be so disrespectful in these stores. We'd go to Dairy Queen and get like a cookie dough blizzard, like spill it all over the fitting room. We'd be like, we gotta go now. And we were just raising fucking
That's
hell
how it
at
always
this mall.
was. Did you guys also have Charlotte Russe?
Yes.
Like, oh my God, I would get jewelry at Charlotte Russe, but
Wet
there would be
seal.
like, some of the stuff would be like covered in shit.
Wet seal, there was just a vat of $1 thongs.
Yeah,
and it would just be, you could just like put your hand in there and kind of like have
I wonder
lots
if
of
Wet
hands on
Seal
it.
still exists. Probably
I don't
not,
know.
right?
Do you remember Rue 21?
Yeah,
Rule
Rue 21 was
had me in a
huge.
chokehold in college.
21.
I felt like it was the only thing in every college town next to Walmart.
Route 21, like the everything smelled like a rubber band.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
it probably
it was-
gave us all cancer.
If you lit a match in Route 21, it would just go up in flames.
I mean,
it was just
every-
all synthetic fabrics.
Every shirt you washed was never the same. After that, I would take it out the washing machine. Like, I'm glad
it could rip in half. Yeah.
It'll fit it now. Like,
And there was something about having like at the Victoria's Secret having something written on the
Having
ass
a
that was just so
grand
powerful.
old time. Have you guys
time.
been to the mall that you grew up in lately, if it still even exists?
I went there a couple years ago, and I was like, what's happening in here?
Me and my sister, the last time we were home, it was so fucking random. We were craving baklava. And I found online I could order baklava, and I didn't realize it when I ordered it to pick it up that it was at the food court at the mall. and then me and my sister were like, no, we have to go in the North Park Mall. We don't want to go in the North Park Mall. We went in. It was like a squat house. Like it is.
It's a little ghost
kidding.
town.
I'm not kidding. It was like looking around. It was like people were like,
That's literally like an episode of The Last of Us.
It was truly like none of the stores were open, and it was like the scariest looking people. And I was like, I can't be in here because it's taking away all of my really fond memories of being young and gallivant. Because my mom would just drop us off at the mall and be like, here's $5. You could walk to the movie theater from the mall. So it would be like, dropped off at the mall, and then we'd walk to the movie theater, and then didn't have to see my parents for like a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then I would just lie. I would be like, the movie's not over yet. Like, please don't come up here. Like, please do not come get me yet. Like,
We would sneak into the movies all the time. If we didn't
Yes.
have money for it, it would be like one person. We'd all go in on one ticket. They would go in. Then we knew where this back door was, and then they would sneak us all in.
Wow.
yeah, and then you sneak into the next movie after that.
afterwards.
That was
It's
the
not
best.
over.
Yep.
Being able to go see multiple movies in the
Yes.
day. Oh.
Now I go to one movie. I'm like, it's time to go to bed.
Could hardly make it through cranking my neck.
Yes.
I'm like, no, thank you.
Wow, this is interesting.
Well, let's keep it moving. Arlieta,
Yes.
what are you contemplating right now?
I guess between two things. So I'm working on jokes for my stand-up show. That's one thing. And also I'm contemplating, I guess because I'm like 36 now, and I thought I would be like married with children. It's so weird. Like, I thought I would have like this whole family, and I'm just like, is that still happening?
Well, I was curious when you were talking about the show, because I was like, what would you do if that happened to your kid? And or do you want kids? Is that something that you think about?
I want kids, and then I want a family. But then it's like sometimes when I'm around children, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but you want a family? I'm like, no, I don't. Like when I was watching that show, I was like, I'm glad I could just go do my little comedy show and live my little life. But if that was my kid, okay, first things first, I wouldn't have been crying on that bitch porch that goddamn long. Like, I need action. But like, so, and I would have went into like, she didn't sleep at night. And I'm like, but you in the house. You need to be boots on the ground in the police station, figuring it out. I would be having my search team together, which is my friends. People, I'm pretty sure with our Capricorn brains, if I told you all something was missing, we would be able to figure out who.
100%.
If we knew who took it, we would be able to figure out how many Facebook profiles this bitch ever had.
Yeah.
What her Cash App name is. Has she ever sent anybody money on Venmo? Within the next 3 hours, we would have some basic information.
Right.
So I reach out to my people, but I don't know. So I'm wondering, like, am I supposed to have children or not? Because they kind of irritating. Is that weird?
Not at all.
We've talked about that.
Yeah. I like it. Every year I get older, because I'm 33, I get older, and I think it's going to be the year where I feel differently. And I'm like, oh, it happened. I'm ready. Put a baby in me. Yeah. And then no, I have little moments, even to the point where, I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, are you happy you had all of us? And she's like, honestly, the best part of motherhood for her has been having adult children who are her friends now. She said that was like a really big payoff, is like, especially like my sister and I are really close to my mom, and we're truly like her best friends. I think it's been very rewarding for her to have like adult relationships. I think she's like, fuck you guys when you were kids. Freaking that. I mean, there was 4 of us and we were a terror, but I think it's really, 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 really hard.
Yes, it looks so, and that's what it is. It looks so hard. And I mean, the way we live our lives is a lot to be creatives. You know what I'm saying? And people underestimate that all the time. Like, I had you all scheduled for 2 months, and I remember after the first 3 days, like, I called Adonis, like, friend, I have so much respect for what you do. And people underestimate how hard you all really are working, and that you all really deserve more time off and more money. But that's
So
a
nice.
completely different story.
But always nice to hear.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So
That is really nice. Thank
and
you.
I watch how much work you all put into what you all do. It's insane. And you two specifically, like, I've been watching you all since, like, I think I first saw you on Tour Code, and it was Jordan's last night. And I was like, who the fuck is that? Like, who is she? And I just was like, I was there to see Jordan, but I was waiting for you to come out back on stage. And then when you got main stage, I'm like, right. And I'm like, they work so hard. And because we're so funny, people are like, that's just some gimmicky shit. No, bitch, is hard. So it to me is like, when you're trying to raise a child on top of that, I just cannot imagine that. And like, I do so many things outside of like everything I'm doing, I try to put it all together to make it make sense. So I'm not like running crazy. But because I took care of my dad and now taking care of my mom, and similar to you and your family, me and my sister and my mom are like really, really close. Yeah. So I couldn't imagine like a child. And then every time I go on a date, I'm like, you are not the family.
Yeah.
You know, you nice, but you are not the family.
Right. I think to have a baby with someone and be forever attached to them, whether or not it works out romantically, it's just, you've got to choose wisely. Yeah. You have to, because that's someone you're going to be connected to forever. I don't know. We're on sort of like, a clock with the way our bodies work, everything like that. I do think the age is getting older, and there's things that would support being an older mother. And I know I'm someone who I think I've been like kind of a late bloomer with everything in my life, just in terms of, I don't know. I come to things a little bit later than other people, which really works for me. And so I could totally see myself being in my 40s and being like, oh, now I'm ready. And what would that look like? I don't know, but I'm also very open-minded. So if that means I have to adopt a child or whatever, or someone else carries the baby for me or whatever that may be, I feel very open. I don't feel like attached to the idea of being like, I'm not attached to the idea of being pregnant at all. I don't have a desire to grow something inside of me like that. It really freaks me out, actually.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not weird what you're feeling.
Thank you.
I feel like it really all depends on like, I don't know, where you're at, because I think for me, it's way easier to picture it now because I'm with Joey, and the idea of raising a kid with Joey sounds so appealing. But it's not like when I was on my own, I was thinking, oh my God, I need to be a mother. I think
a lot of people do feel that way.
Yes, absolutely. And so I think like, especially I think with doing comedy, it's so hard to feel that instinct while you're like putting your brain and body into so many other aspects of like working towards your career that it's hard to picture it for yourself. But yeah, I feel like only now am I able to like start getting into the idea where I'm like, oh, I could see it.
If we decide to be mothers, would be really great mothers. But it would consume a lot of us because when we are focused in on something, we're focused on doing it well.
Yet zeroed in.
Mm-hmm. And it would take away from just realistically take away from a lot of other areas of your life.
Yeah.
But I mean, only now, because I like couldn't fathom the idea of having more bodily changes happen to me physically because it took so long to get used to having no hair. But now I'm like, oh, I do kind of want to see what it would be like to like watch my body produce a human. I feel like that's such a crazy experience. And also we have so many more years that I'm like, all right, I could see it, where you want to go through the experience of what it's like to have another human come out of you and like what they turn out to be. But yeah, I think it's really hard to imagine it while we're like going. It's so hard to picture having that much space for it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I want to be like Eve, the rapper. She did not have a baby till she was 42.
Love that.
Married. And she did not even tell anyone she was having a baby until she was releasing that she had an upcoming series coming out to you next week.
That's good branding.
That's good branding. I'm pregnant, and be sure to watch my show coming out next week.
It's like the Rihanna Super Bowl reveal.
Yeah. Like adding more momentum.
Remember when we didn't like know if she was announcing if she was pregnant or not, and then no one wanted to body shame because we were all
body.
Like, I was like, is that what she's saying? But then everyone was scared to be like,
that was so wild.
Are you? I was like. And then we also, let's be real, we didn't want her to be pregnant. And it's no shade. I wanted to have a family and be happy, but I was like, no album? I thought this was going to kick off a tour.
Yeah.
And then I hated to be so shady. I'm so happy for you.
Right. I also think it's, I know that a lot of people feel like all of us who are in like creative fields that I like look up to and listen to, they say their creativity changes in ways that is actually really exciting being a mom. Like as much as you're like focused on something else, I think it also expands your mind and your like life experience so much. But yeah, 42 feels like an amazing age to have a baby.
Yeah, amazing. Nice and married, nice and settled. She was married to someone rich. You know what I mean?
There we go. You get all the help you need.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Is this something you've been thinking about in addition to getting because you're getting ready to do 30 minutes, right?
An hour.
An hour. Oh my God.
An hour.
Does this have anything to do with your hour, or this was just a separate thought?
This was just a separate thought of what I've been contemplating on. I was like, I can tell them.
I can like see you being pregnant doing a stand-up show. It's giving like Ali Wong, you know?
Yeah.
Just like I could see you being you're gonna be so cute pregnant because you're so little. And not to say that big pregnant people aren't cute, but like I can just imagine you like with a like just running around on stage doing stand-up. Yes, hitting your leg, hitting your chest.
Where the mother's at? You know what I mean? Because I do feel like that. I would be running around acting a fool. I love that. So that is going to be a part of my stand-up. Trying not to be such a fool on stage. But I love being able to be explosive. Like one of my favorite cartoons is the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yes. Yeah.
And I love the teacher on there. You know what I mean? Like that's how people be.
You're so physical in your comedy and just, I would love to, just because we talk about improv so much and I feel like you're in such a momentous time in your stand-up career that's really exciting. So I just love to hear more about it.
So I've been doing stand-up for 8 years now. I started stand-up at the first open mic I ever went to was called the Riff Comedy. And it was an improvised open mic. So you pulled a word out the hat and had to talk about it for 4 minutes.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and then I won for the best set for that night.
Believe it.
Cool.
Yes. But that is how I learned how to do stand-up. I would go to that mic a lot because I was doing improv at the time. And it kind of helped me to connect stand-up without having to write anything first.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of throwing me off, like, what am I going to write about, you know? But now, since I've been doing it for a while, I'm excited to do an hour. One, because I haven't had a show since my first year of doing comedy, period.
Yeah.
So this will be the first time that I've actually celebrated my birthday and like performed comedy.
Oh my God.
Since I first started. And my first show was my golden birthday. I was turning 29 on December 29th.
Oh,
so cool.
So sweet. And it was at midnight. I know that was crazy to have that late night show.
That's what you do in your 20s.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just gonna have this late night ass show. And people really showed up. I
Yeah.
can't believe it sold out. So I'm excited to kind of show the growth, because I feel like I invite people to see me do a lot of stuff and you only get to see like snippets.
Yeah.
And because I do like improv, stand up, and sketch, they typically don't know what they're gonna come out and see me do. So it's nice to be able to see me kind of put it all together. Because I think when you see me do stand up, like you can tell I do improv. Like
Yeah.
And
I feel like improv helps you connect things, like have callbacks or like a through line through it all.
And just a lot of, which I remember talking about this with Amber Autry, our friend, is like, so many stand-up comedians aren't in their body, and like similar to Amber, you're so in your body, you're so theatrical, you're giving a show, you're not just like standing with a mic, you know. And I think that really sets you apart from just like a talking head, you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, I love Amber Autry. That's my girl.
Yes. Oh my God, I didn't know you guys knew each other.
Yes. If I was in LA last weekend when she was here at Zanies, and I was supposed to host all weekend for her shows.
Oh my God.
So, yes,
Wait, did we ever talk about this?
No, I never knew you all were friends.
Oh my God,
So cool.
I did conservatory with Amber like 10 years ago.
What?
But before Amber even did stand up. Yes. And then Amber, we talked about this on the pod, but me and my friend Carrie were in a duo, and we gave Amber her first like 30 minutes. Was a show that was like a show that we produced, and Amber would put us on like every bill that she produced, and it was just one of the best people ever. So that makes so much sense that you guys love each other.
Yeah, I love Amber. Amber is the reason that I even started a business under my name.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
God, I just got chills. Everyone on the podcast are coming together so kismetly.
Super helpful. Super great person. I've done a lot of shows with her. I call her my since our names are AA, my Alcoholic Anonymous, but it's really just Amber and Arlieta. But love her. She's a phenomenal person, and as much as she has grown, like to me, she's a celebrity comedian now.
Yeah.
But she's so humble, so sweet, and I just root for her.
So authentic.
It makes so much sense that you all are cool, and I did not know that. Like we even taken like the same like dance classes. So she's so cool.
That's so funny.
I remember going to Amber's burlesque show at Gorilla Tango like years ago, and it was like some like Star Wars or something, and she was like on stage with a laser gun, just titties out, and I was just like, I'm obsessed with this woman.
Yes.
I'm addicted. Yeah, what was it? Oh, the theatricalness. Okay, so you're remounting from your 29th birthday to now your 36th birthday.
Yes, because on my 29th birthday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna open up the show dancing. Like, so I like a dance team performing me, and like my friends choreograph it. Then I like was hosting the show, and then I did like improv with my improv team, and I was nuts. It was my first year ever doing any kind of performing, so I was extremely nervous. I wasn't that funny to myself, but it looked nice.
Yeah.
But now I'm like more confident, and even talking about Amber, a lot of my friends that I've done comedy with, they have like blown up, and they are doing a lot, which is so inspiring to me to like, okay, you can like put more into yourself and like kind of believe in yourself and put yourself out there. So I want to, and I've had like a year of doing like just a year of wins to me.
Yeah, totally.
So I kind of want to celebrate that, because I don't really celebrate myself enough. I feel like as creatives, we just always work and don't give ourselves any credit.
Right, totally.
For what we're doing. Like I always tell you all how great you are. You all should be having like a party or something every month. But yeah, so I wanted to do that and put that together. I see all my friends doing it as well, and I'm like, I could do this. I have the material, and I put it all together. Like, so I do improv. I have like an improv act that I do within my stand up that I'm super excited about, that I've done before, and I just want to pop my shit, for lack of better words, and like celebrate Arlieta. I'm tired of being in my head about trying to have this perfect thing, because I feel like that's what why I haven't had a show, or why I haven't performed, because I'm like, it has to be this thing, it has to be this, I have to open up with the band, I have to have this, and I'm just like, you could just perform.
Yeah.
You can build it incrementally.
I feel like we're all so precious about putting things out there or failing, but I think it's better to just put it out there, and then everything ends up being so much better than what we thought it was going to be. And so and it's just so interesting because I feel like you are so brave and such a like fierce performer. And from moment one, when I watched you for the first time, I was like, whoa, like breathtaking, because you're just like have such a presence and a force on stage. So it's like, so it makes so much sense to me that you would do a whole show. I like am so excited to finally see it all happen.
While we're just on this topic, do you want to plug it for listeners?
Yes. So please, if you are following me, which you will be now, follow me. Yep. On Instagram.
Get that handle.
At Arlieta Hall. ARLIETA and it'll be in my bio, which is my link tree, Arlieta Hall.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Which brings us to our final category.
Yes.
What are you curious about?
So, a few things. So, my zodiac sign, I'm a Capricorn, but I have a Aquarius rising and a Virgo moon. So I'm always interested to like how I really come across. I think my Aquarius rising softens up the Cap part.
Yeah.
So people don't, I don't come off that cold.
Yeah.
But to my friends or to people, I'm like really honest and like straight to the point. And is that like, is direct mean? Or well, I just want to know. Should I be lying more?
No.
I can
At least not to me. I want to know all of your hot takes. Yes. I think it's so, it's interesting because you are such a like boisterous, fun-loving person, but you have all of this like Capricorn Virgo. But that makes sense because the thing is, just hearing you talk about your life, you have a lot on your plate all the time, is what I've gathered. And you are keeping a lot of things together in a lot of different compartments of your life. And a lot of people count on you for a lot of things. And I think the Capricorn and Virgo are like, well, then we have to have a system and we have to be goal oriented and we have to make meaning out of this. And we need to like take this for all of its, and so like that all does make sense. And again, I think the Aquarius is where it lightens you up a bit. I think that's my read on it.
I feel like you're so intuitive and able to like feel out the situation. And oftentimes, like, I don't know, I think being direct is actually like a gift. But I also feel like because we're with artists and people are so sensitive that sometimes I do feel like I'm going to hold my tongue right now because I know that if I'm direct, they're not going to take it well.
Yes. And I do feel like that. I'm like, oh, wow, this is, because like I worked in corporate America and they're very like, dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
And then when I'm around performers, I'm like.
What's like an example of a time that you were direct that you were like, should I have done that? Like, is there something that's like in your mind when you say, am I being too direct?
Let me think.
Because like there's so many situations, I don't know, like I think when at this point, we've kind of like made a collection of people where you feel safe to be direct, but it really depends. Because if you're like working with new people, sometimes I feel like, I don't know, being direct can be, people take it personally. Whereas I've really appreciated how like, at least with this main stage cast, everyone's like, I think really straight with each other, but no one's taking it in a personal way.
I also feel like in this industry, just generally speaking, people are full of shit. Like people are out here just like, especially like inauthentic sort of social climbery sort of stuff. Like I really don't fuck with. And like, sometimes I just like listen to interactions or someone interacts with me in a way where I'm like, why are you're not being authentic, right? You don't mean any of what you're saying right now. Or like, and I'm like, oh, that to me is where I'm like, I like my directness, or like, because I think sometimes people are like flowery because they want to be seen a certain way or perceived a certain way or liked by everyone, where I'm like, I'd rather be liked by the right people than be liked by everyone. And and like I always say, it's a badge of honor to be disliked by some people.
Yeah. It is.
You know,
it
truly.
Is. Like, I feel like when working with, like, especially like you said, working in creative spaces, you know, so I feel like when it comes to like, you know, the entertainment world, we know it's like straight up no chaser. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes when I'm in the kind of different creative spaces as we're all working in now, I feel like it's more like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all know in entertainment, people don't give a fuck about how you feel.
Right.
Like, you suck right now. You could be better. Or like I have had a conversation with, and I had to like tell this person, like, you all don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, for a lack of better words, if Chicago as a comedy scene if we can look at each other and we know what's funny, because that's just being honest. The people in the Chicago that are working in the Chicago comedy scene, whether
Chicago's comedy is above anywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
Period.
And we have very active scenes for improv, stand-up, and sketch. And as a cohort, if we come to stuff, we know who's funny in these kind of areas. If you all are putting on performances or things with people that we don't even think is funny, then how are you going to be successful?
Yeah. And there is that whole Midwestern politeness of being really, really kind. But sometimes I really think it is a gift when someone is straight with me, where I'm like, I don't like, especially when you're working at certain places and you're not necessarily like moving up or getting certain opportunities. And they're like, oh, it's because of this thing. It's like, just tell me the real reason. So then either I can work on it or like work elsewhere. But it's just like the wishy-washiness of it, or the not being transparent. I'm like, you can just give me the straight up note, you know?
Yeah.
So that you can help me.
Right.
Yeah, which kind of brings me to like my second part of what I've been contemplating on. So it's like, okay, we're good on being direct, but now we're in a time where, as talented as all three of us are, extremely talented, we are in a world where it almost, how can I put this? Like, things have changed so much where now we have to have a following to kind of match the talent.
Big time.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's two different ways. It's like, first I'm looking at it like, this is fucked up. Why do I have to do this? But then in the second breath, I'm like, okay, that kind of makes everybody equal. Like now we on the same level playing. Like, if I can go viral, I can be this. But as a creative, it kind of is. It's like a gift and a curse, because it's like, now, not only did we work this hard to be this fucking great, now I have to figure out how to do this.
Yeah, it's a whole other ball game. It is. It's so stressful.
And I think also, well, I mean, I think it's probably different with, I feel like stand up specifically, it feels as though, you're part of it is sort of like chasing viral moments, or honestly, a lot of it, and I might be wrong, tell me if I'm wrong, but there is still that luck element of being like, oh, this bigger name happened to be at the show that I was at, liked me, asked me to go on the road with them. I got all now their eyes on me and growing a following in that way, rather than like posting clips online.
I feel like a little bit of that, but people are going to really pick who they want to go on the road.
Yeah.
And it's going to be their people.
Yes.
So it's like, you got that slim chance of them doing that, but not as much. And I feel like even with I feel like even for sketch comedians, like when you look at how they cast SNL now, you know what I mean?
Well, right.
Like, or a lot of stuff, people want a huge following. Like even for acting, like I've gone on auditions and like, I know, like straight up talk to the casting directors and they like, we want you, but they want this person from LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like just kind of interesting, like the realm we're in. And I just kind of contemplating that, because I know you all have had like, I didn't have any like background in theater or anything to like.
Same. Yeah.
I was just thinking about this the other day in terms of like having the following to help make your career, because when you look back at a time when there was no social media, I don't think someone like necessarily like Kristen Wiig or Kate McKinnon would have made it big if it was just for social media, or like if like, let's say SNL was hiring because of a big following, I don't know that they would have gotten hired, but because it was at that time, because they're like more introverted and not necessarily like put it. And then right now they don't have social media. And so it's just interesting because now the things that the people, the types of artists that are being highlighted are the ones that can have a big following. And it's like a different kind of person, because you can still be an amazing artist and not necessarily have your strong suit be like trying to go viral online. And I think it's like really interesting how the filter has gotten narrowed.
And look, I'm trying to change the narrative because I don't have any interest in putting up Instagram comedy videos. Like that is not my path. And I've like kind of stood on my, like, cause I feel as though there's a lot of pressure and people are like, why don't you put stuff online? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. And so that feels really inauthentic to me. And like, I also don't want to get a job doing that. So why would I be mirroring something that doesn't feel like aligned with what I actually want? And so luckily enough, all of the little breaks that I have had along the way have had nothing to do with my social media. So I'm like, there is a way, there's lots of different paths. I think so much of it, including the algorithm in it, so much of our career is luck, being in the right place at the right time with the right people. And I think there's a lot of different paths that can take you to where you want to go. Unfortunately, that seems like the path of least resistance right now, is to, put up videos and see how that seems to be where comedy is in this time. But I'm hoping it transitions away from it because I don't think Instagram comedian is as it translates to non-stage presence or translates to being a good actor. I think if you're really good at it, I think it's amazing. And I love, God, that's what I like on Instagram. I'm sending people funny things and everything like that. You're bringing joy to people. You're reaching people, which is amazing and why we do what we do. But it doesn't mean it translates. Writing a 1-minute bit for yourself does not translate into writing a pilot, or necessarily translates to having stage presence or anything like that. So I think it's one channel, and I'm hoping to not have to participate.
Yeah, and you did bring up a good point, like of people seeing you in person, because a lot of things that I have booked have always been off someone seeing me in person,
because you hold so much power on stage. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I'm like, I am so much better in person, whether that's in a conversation, on stage, whatever that may be, than I ever gonna be on a little box in your hand. You know what I mean? It doesn't capture these 3-dimensional artists, people, performers that we are. I think it's like can be selling yourself short a little bit. But support everyone on that journey.
But we're opposite, because I'm an Aquarius moon and a rising Capricorn, and you're a rising Aquarius. What? And a Capricorn sun. Crazy.
But
I don't have any Virgo in my chart. I wish.
could tell. You're so sweet.
Oh.
You don't have any of that automated everything better add up 2 + 2 = 4.
I wonder if the sweetness comes from Aquarius because I'm a Scorpio. So
really, I would have never guessed that. But
that I'm a Scorpio.
I can't. Yeah, but I could see you are so fixated. I can see you getting something. You get stuff done too. I could see that you could start something and Layla gonna carry it out.
I also feel like I used to have more of like a dark ambition of like, I need to do this for myself, and just like, therapy helped get it out of me. So,
but you're good at playing characters like that, though. If that makes sense.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
And
that
like
makes sense on how you can camouflage into different things.
I like playing villains.
When my aunt saw the show, she was like, Layla, you really like being a man. And I never even put it together that Layla is a man in so many things.
I love playing like a fucking creepy weirdo.
Yeah. I love that. You know what? Because they're out here. Right. That's one of my favorite jokes that I do. I talk about how men are like, where my hug at?
Oh my God. I mean,
come here. Why you all the way over there?
I also am like, I think people see women on stage and like don't expect that from them. So I'm like, I'm going to break all of your expectations. Yeah. Anything to kind of break the mold.
Yeah.
I love when you do. You're like, come on, bro. Come on. Like, it works every time though. But you are a crazy man in the whole show.
Thank you. That really means a lot to me, actually.
Okay. I think we're ready to get to ourselves.
Yes.
So this is something that's changed your life, either in the moment, forever, anything like that. I can go first because mine is very simple. Mine, I want to pass it along. We're going into the holiday season. We're going to Friendsgivings, Thanksgivings, holiday parties, all of those things. I perfected a recipe that is so easy and is going to be a hit to any party that you bring it to. I've been workshopping it. It's the Brussels sprout recipe. And it is, I love Brussels sprouts. I feel like I always go to restaurants and like get a crispy Brussels sprout and I'm like, they do it so well. And then I try to do it at home and it's hard for me. I like have tried it with like balsamic vinegar, but then I've like burned the sweetness and the sugar and the balsamic burns and just couldn't get it right. And I finally have it right. And stick with me. So you're going to take Brussels sprouts. You're going to cut them into fourths. So you're getting like pieces that are falling off because those are the pieces that are going to like brown and get really crispy. Put it on some parchment paper, rub some olive oil into it. Make sure they're all coated really well with olive oil. Sea salt on top of that. Roast in the oven at 425 for like roughly 20-25 minutes. You want to see those dark edges happening. While that's happening, you're going to get some pancetta. Pancetta is an Italian like bacon that they put in like a carbonara and things like that. So you're going to get some pancetta nice and crispy. Once you've got it crispy, put it like to the side, put some on paper towels, get the grease off, and then you're going to make a mixture. This is where people might be like, hell no, Hannah, but trust me. You're going to do a mixture of like 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise and then 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And then some garlic powder. Then you're going to mix it up and it's going to just look like creamy maple syrup. Then you're going to take out the Brussels sprouts while they're still piping hot, put them in the liquid and then toss. And then it makes like a creamy like dressing and it gets all dressed up, and then put the pancetta in, some pepper, and then mix it all together. And it is unreal. Just like the perfect balance of like salty, sweet, crunchy, umami. Like it's just very, very good. And I think it'll be hit with everyone.
I made it last week based off of Hannah's directions over voice memo, and it did work. It was great.
So yummy.
Oh,
so yummy.
So I already make Brussels sprouts like that, but not the extra steps. I just knew how to I cut them in halves, and I knew how to do the olive oil, salt, burn the shit out of them.
Yes, exactly.
If they're not burning, you have not cooked them right.
Right.
I
want them to be crispy.
You have to see the brown edges, or it's not. Or you're
not good
fucking
soft.
up.
Yeah, this it's like all crackly but then it's like all like you get like the sauce. It's just so yummy. I think I'm gonna make it tonight again.
With the mayo, I like that. I'm gonna try that.
I'm on such a mayonnaise kick.
It's so funny that you brought a recipe because I'm also doing a sell of a recipe. Because
tis the season.
And also it's because Hannah requested it. But this is a complete steal from Joey Schulman. So this was a hit last year. We made latkes where we added.
I just had those the other day. I went to a Jewish restaurant.
Oh my God. Well, okay, that's part of my sell. So follow me.
It. I know some.
So we made latkes, added sour cream, had capers on top, and then you can kind of make like a latke charcuterie board of sorts, and it's delicious. We had like a side of sour cream, a side of applesauce that you could dip it into, and
smoked salmon,
some smoked salmon, any of the
creme
fixings,
fraiche.
Creme fraiche, but we
Did
made that.
say some horseradish this year?
Horseradish, great. Fucking add that in there. Anything Jewish.
Pickles.
But part of the reason that it came to mind is because Manny's Deli is in the South Loop. And I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's this Jewish deli that's been around for like over 50 years. And we had our rehearsal dinner there for my wedding. And it's like one of the things that everybody still talks to me about where they were like, oh my God, Layla, we loved Manny's. Again, Joey Schulman, because I had never been to Manny's, and Joey was like, Layla, I really think we should do it here. And I was so like, cute. I don't know. And then it was awesome. It was just like this old school Jewish deli.
You get like a cafeteria, lunch tray, and all the people who are working there seem like they're paid actors. Because like
literally.
Grab some kugel.
They're literally like these old men that are like, you want some latke? Yeah, let me get you some corned beef.
The corned beef.
Yeah, the corned beef's fresh
it's a
today.
Chocolate cake, sweetheart.
Yeah, and so, but we got latkes from Manny's last year, and then added the sour cream and capers.
Have you guys ever made your own latkes? I know it's such a process.
We haven't done it while living in this apartment.
Yeah.
And but like one time I made latkes in my old apartment and it smelled like oil for like 2 weeks, but I kind of liked it.
You know who makes a great latke?
Who?
Mama Engel.
Oh my God, really?
Mama makes a great latke.
You have so much Judaism in your life.
I know. I really am.
That's crazy.
She's always made, well, I think I've told you this before. Growing up, when we watch all of our recorded VHS Christmas movies, every year we watch Lamb Chops Hanukkah.
Hilarious.
And there was a song and it was like, making potato latkes. And then we'd be like, Mama, make latkes. And she's like, okay. So we'd like eat latkes and watch Lamb Chops Hanukkah.
Latkes freaking slap. And
so yummy.
Trader Joe's also has some good latkes if you don't want to make them by scratch. And I think you can get some gluten-free latkes there. Don't mark my words, but Manny's does have gluten-free latkes you can get. So,
and you know what? Manny's is the place that like if I'm like ordering soup, like they do a matzo ball soup. It's hard to find good matzo ball soup in Chicago, and they do a good matzo ball soup.
Manny's is so good.
That's good to know because I just had latkes in New York last week. So that was a little Jewish restaurant.
That's the place to do it,
and I felt amazing.
Yes,
treated well. I was like, this is so great. They were like applesauce or sour cream. I was like, sour cream.
Hell yeah!
I think I'm doing this right.
Yeah, you absolutely did it right, and you did it in the home place of latke land.
Really?
Well, New York is like the place to do it.
Thank you. Okay, I didn't know. I just stumbled up on it. I was like, I need breakfast. I was like, this place looks nice.
I'm obsessed with that.
It was so cute.
I want a latke right now.
I know.
I want one. So
well,
I'm
just
like,
you
where's
wait
Manny's?
they're coming.
Okay, what is your cell, Arlieta?
Sell. So does it have to be a recipe or can it just be
No, it
anything?
can be anything. Today we just randomly both chose recipes.
Okay, so I can share what I've been using as a conversation piece.
Ooh, I love that.
To do that I've been using with my mother because
Is it Go Blue?
So my mother is a Leo and so is my dad. And my dad used to always live by this saying that I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong. So this is what I deal with on the daily from growing up with all the Leos in my household. My mother, my father, my stepdad's a Leo.
Two Leos,
yes,
double Leo.
yes.
Wow, she married a Leo and then married another Leo?
Yes, and my stepmom has a Leo rising. It's insane.
I have a Leo addiction too. I love a Leo man.
Yes. So that's all I deal with. People that always think that they're right all the time and that have always have this, what's going on? They don't trust nothing. So my mom, every time I talk to her, because I'm her caregiver, she like comes to me with this like initial just making sure things are right. So I'm like, Ma, I come to you out of respect and not love. Because love looks a lot of different ways. Respect is respect.
Yeah.
Love that.
So that's my thing.
I love that. I was talking to someone recently. Was it you that I was talking to someone recently just about, or maybe it was a conversation I was having in my head. But I was like thinking or like journaling about or something and thinking about like what you want like in a future partner. And like, I think as I get older and older, in all of my relationships, I'm learning I have to have a high level of respect because if I don't like respect someone's like POV or like respect how someone carries themselves like in the world, it's hard for me to like build a true relationship with someone that's like authentic if I don't respect them.
Yep.
And I'm realizing that and I don't try to be like super harsh on people and be like, they did one thing and I don't respect them anymore. But respect is so important.
Yes.
And so like, I think if you're like on the path of like marriage and you want to be with someone for a really long time, I think like respect is like number one on the list. Truly, because all the other stuff changes. All like you're gonna think your partner's funny sometimes and you're gonna like be attracted to your partner, think they're sexy, think they're smart, all of those things. But like if there's not like a baseline of respect, like always, that's when it's like, oh fuck this person. Who cares? You know?
Yeah. I also feel like in connecting it to what you were talking about earlier of being direct with someone, I feel like a lot of times you can be direct with the people you respect the most, you know?
Yeah. Right. Or if they have respect for, like, if I'm giving feedback on something and someone respects me, they're going to know I'm coming from like a place of love and a place of like experience and knowing what I'm talking about. But if they don't respect me, they're going to be like, fuck your opinion.
Yeah. And
you know,
people be like, it's all love. No, it ain't.
Right. That's such a good point.
It's not.
Yeah.
This is not love. You're irritating me.
Yeah.
But thank you. So I'll just try to be respectful. That's my thing. Like, let's have
love
some
that.
and be direct because I don't want to lie. It's so hard. I hate to, and I'm so expressive. Y'all are too. Y'all don't really lie well.
It's
It's on your face all the
my
time.
God. Yes. Yeah. And I think it does kind of help lead the conversation to put them at ease when you're like, I'm coming from a place of respect.
Yes.
And this is why I'm coming to you with this. Yeah.
And having
if
boundaries.
you're coming from love, I feel like sometimes love is more protective than respect. You know what I mean? If it's coming from a place of love, it's like, I don't want to hurt someone's feelings or tell them that they're coming off in this certain way or blah, 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 blah.
But love looks so crazy.
Yes.
So then people be like, oh, this out of place of love. Your love be looking kind of up and down.
And it really depends.
It
It's
need to
like,
not
do you
come
love
from
me?
that. Like, just have a little respect and let's not even put your love on the table.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, just think of some of the people that you really don't want to deal with that much. And if they're like, this is coming from a place of love, you're like, actually, let's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you don't have any warmth in you to be talking about love.
Unfortunately,
Especially professionally.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the people I don't respect usually feel it pretty instantly.
Instantly. It's like, and I love that.
Well, lucky for you, I both love and respect you. I
time.
yes, I feel so lucky that we got you on here.
I'm so excited. I'm excited for y'all to see me outside of my element.
Yes.
Even though it's really fun, like being able to be on stage with y'all and always not really knowing my lines.
Well, that's one of my favorite things is like, I know immediately when Arlieta doesn't know, because it's just like, there's a kind of like this glazed over. I'm like, oh, Arlieta is reaching right now, just sort of like talking around the line and just like, I can see her searching for it verbally, physically, all of this, and then landing on it.
But the words that will come to your mind are, I think, even funnier. There's just so the words that pop into your brain are so funny to me.
What was the name you called me that one time in Angry Chairs? That was so fucking random.
What?
And we all kind of looked at each other like, what?
Damn, what was it? I don't know, because it's always y'all two. It's either you two and Bill. I'll just be like, I don't know my lines. I'm gonna look at Hannah and Layla, and I start talking like that. Hello,
Bill always
we've got
gets
a real
me.
treat for you, and we've got a treat of a yummy brunch.
I'm like on the rising sun.
Bill's my most dangerous person in terms of like when I mess up a little bit. If I get direct eye contact from Bill, I can't, because immediately he has this like very specific look, and I'm like, don't look at me. I'm like, no, look at me, stop it. Stop. He really, the amount of times in Bro where I'm like, I have to like physically look away because one of us said a word just slightly wrong.
That is so. But I love that you all go out your way to make each other break.
Yes, Bill's
Especially
king of
when
that.
I'm there.
Yes.
I'm like, and then I always like, Arlieta, you can't have too much fun. Do not bleep that part
you,
out.
though.
Not you. You stay in character. Don't even laugh at them. I'm like, ugh, but okay.
Is there anything else? I know you're always working on like a million projects, but is there anything else you want to plug?
Yes.
Your film?
Yes. So my upcoming documentary, Finding Your Laughter, please go to www.findingyourlaughter.com and subscribe. It is about how I am a caregiver for my father that is losing himself of Alzheimer's disease, and how I use stand-up and improv comedy to heal myself and communicate with him. It is
So beautiful.
So beautiful. It's going to be about 85 minutes. It's going to be a feature documentary. I won $150,000 this year in a pitch competition with Black Public Media. So I'm super excited that I have a licensing deal with them. And I also have my co-production with my executive producer, Sisters in Cinema, right here in Chicago.
We love a Chicago
So
business.
cool.
Chicago women-led business. Let's go.
Yeah, so if you are in Chicago and you want to screen your film, or if you want to have a workshop, or if you want to just be in a space with other filmmakers and industry people, please go follow Sisters in Cinema. They have a lot of space and a lot of things there to encourage and inspire you.
That Capricorn is
Amazing.
Capricorning.
Yes.
But please, 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 if nothing else, follow my documentary and go to my website. It's something that we all have in common. We are all aging, and we all don't know if we will need a caregiver or have to actually care for someone. So it's just something that I feel like is encouraging, and it's very fun for me to be a caregiver, which I didn't know was going to happen, that I had to just embrace it and improv kind of saved my life for kind of being open to communicating with people and staying in a moment. So that was the one thing that I think kind of helped me, which kind of brought me around these girls.
Oh my God.
So comedy brought me to you all in my life. So thank you.
Amazing.
I love it.
Arlieta, what a treat.
Such a treat, and kind of like a rite of passage. If you would like to sing us out, would be I can't wait to tell you. You can do that if you'd like.
I can't wait to tell you.
Yes, Candy Burris.
Oh my God.
I'm so secure in the skin I'm in. Bye. The rain
Bye.
didn't mean the thing. Bye.
Bye.
I can't wait to tell you.
Not the.
Oh,
I know.
Olive.
That's how I felt about it too.
Olive, stop. Go to your crate.
I've had you all scheduled for 2 months, and I couldn't believe. Come on now.
Olive, come here.